Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm hopped on. Wanted to show you some cows. I didn't walk all the way down because there is a very, very strong skunk smell. The cows are down there. You have to trust me. Hey, good morning, Frank. Annie and I walked to a little bit different area. I just saw this huge fallen tree across the creek, and it's snow on top of it. It looks really nice. The creek is frozen again. Annie's walking on it, scaring me to death. It's hard to keep her off it. She's on it now, I think. Yeah, she's down there on the creek. I don't know if you can see her. Hey, good morning, Mariner. Yeah, Annie's down there on the creek, sniffing at stuff, sniffing at the snowbanks. I walked down to a different area. I walked a little further because I could hear the cows, but I don't think you can see them through this camera. And oh, look, the sun already. Wow. Must be right. I think it's 7:14 or 7:13. The sun's coming up a little earlier. Well, hey, thanks for joining my channel, guys. I really appreciate it. Where I talk about mental health is spiritual health. I'm not a pastor or therapist or doctor. I just believe that to be true based on my own experience. Let's see if we can see the cows. Nah, they're way, way down there. Kind of, if you look down between the two fences, they're way down there. And the moon is a sliver up above the trees here. You can see that. It's really pretty. Beautiful sunrise. All right, today's topic is called Let My People Go. And we're going to be in Exodus chapter 3, verses 1 through 10. Key verse 7. The Lord said, I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. The Lord said, I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. Why did I call this Let My People Go? Well, there's a famous painting from the mid-1930s by Aaron Douglas. It's called Let My People Go. If you look at it afterwards, it's got lavender, green, and gold or yellow in it. You know, traditional African country colors as well as African imagery in it. And it's telling the biblical story of Moses, but it's connecting it with Black American struggle for freedom and justice at the time. So yeah, this was, done about 90 years ago. So you can imagine, this is before Martin Luther King and everything. So it portrays God appearing to Moses, when God appeared to Moses in the burning bush and said, hey, I'm going to send you down to Egypt and you're going to lead my people out of Israel. And he does that by showing a beam of light that symbolizes God and his message to Moses. It says in verse 10, so now go, I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. And Moses is, obediently kneeling in the light. But the weird thing is outside of where Moses is kneeling in the light, around him are a bunch of dark figures, dark waves, look like warriors, horses, obviously some kind of war, reminding the viewers of the struggles that the Israelites are going to face as they left Egypt. But the beam of light is kind of a reminder that God's going to be with them the whole time. So you can imagine how the emotions evoked from this painting, with the African American imagery, the African imagery and colors, because at the time their struggle, the Black American struggle for injustice, continued at the time. And still, even today, maybe not in your world, but around the world, for sure, many, whether it's people, governments, quasi companies, use their power to oppress men, women, and children all around the world. And those who are suffering are crying out to God as, in Psalm 9:9, a refuge for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. So we can plead with God when we're struggling, obviously at any time. And like Moses, we should be willing to act on behalf of the oppressed. And I love bringing Jesus into this if possible. What does he have to say about the oppressed? Because it's God actually coming down to earth and teaching us. It says in Matthew chapter 25, verse 40, Jesus says, "And whatever you did for the least of these, you did for me." And he was talking about all the different ways people can be struggling or oppressed in this world. So Jesus said, whatever you did for the least of these, you did for me. So the questions are, how might you pray for oppressed people? How might you pray for oppressed people? Oh, there's Annie. She's down there on the creek, frozen creek again. And then how might you learn more about caring for those suffering from injustice? How might you learn more about caring for those suffering from justice? So those are my questions to think about today. And I encourage you guys to go check out that painting, Let My People Go by Aaron Douglas. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool painting. I guess there's another part too. There's multiple parts, but they're located in different museums. I forgot where this specific painting is held, in which museum. Oh, Annie is way on the other side of the creek. She crossed the frozen creek again. It's gonna get worse, then it'll get better. I know, bread man. I know. What are you talking about specifically, bread man? Hi, Olivia. I got Annie on the other side of the creek. Annie? Oh, there she is. She's on the hillside, actually. I don't know if you guys can see her. She's on the left side of the screen, but now she's covered by trees. Annie, come here. Tell you what, it's a beautiful morning, guys. Beautiful morning. Very clear, very cold and crisp, of course, but very cold. So anyway, guys, let's pray for the oppressed today. The oppressed can take many different forms of people. And do what Jesus said in Matthew chapter 25, verse 40, and try to take care of the least of those around us. Okay? Now, I wish you guys could help me find Andy. So I need to get back and go to church. Plus, the other bad thing is there's a really strong, pungent skunk smell here this morning. Not good. Annie, come here. Annie, come. Come on, Annie. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to have to try and get her. I need to go take a shower and get cleaned up and ready to go to church. I hope you guys are too. I highly encourage you guys to go to church today. I always learn something when I go there. It's amazing. And then we have Bible studies all morning. It's really nice. Hopefully you guys do the same thing. Yeah, have a great day, Olivia. And Frank, I will see you later. Mariner, thanks for joining. Thanks, Breadman. Yeah, you too, Olivia. Enjoy church. Hopefully we'll see you guys tonight. Peace.